I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market today. Soybeans were really weak. That big crop numbers that really came out for the USDA report on Wednesday is absolutely putting a cap on any kind of a rally. And as you can see, even in the charts with soybeans, the market is just moving sideways and it's not much really happening. That lackluster trade is really an indicator that the market has just reached its point that we can't do anything right now until maybe we get more numbers come out, or if we can have other fundamental indicators that might move it up. Right now they feel that all the bearish news is really baked into the market, so we're sitting here right now. We really have to breach that 850 number before we know that we can go higher. Going lower, I don't see it happening that much, just because getting below some of those numbers, we're not going to see the farmers give up any of their crop at that point. And I know that with the yields to come to what they're expecting or what they said from the report, that's really going to pile us high with a lot of supplies right now. But if the domestic demand starts to build up again, we'll be able to start to eat through that. But with the tariff wars still going on, we really don't see much end in sight. Corn also was a little bit mixed today. Those record yields have just stalled the prices out completely. That's absolutely moving sideways, and we're kind of teetering around that 350 mark as the soybeans were teetering around, are sitting around this 850 mark. There's really nowhere to go. The exports are still very good though for corn, so perhaps some of that improved domestic demand might help us get through some of the supplies that we have. But until the White House comes in and lifts the leg here to try to give us some room to export some of this, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Now wheat rebounded, thank goodness, off that 8-week low. The market was just plummeting and trying to get to a point where we could be a little bit more competitive worldwide. But interestingly enough, the drought in Australia is a delight to the Argentine farmers, because China said they're going to be going to Argentina to get their wheat, to basically, because they can't get anything out of Australia. That's to the dismay of the U.S. farmers, but that's the way it goes for right now. Our supplies are a little bit tight right now, so that's also helping the market. We're up double digits today, which actually is kind of a positive after the big sell-off we had on Wednesday. But next week should tell the tale, and we should have a little bit more information, and then we're going to start watching these yield numbers come in as the harvest starts to begin. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.